Welcome back. Jane, return home. You enter the upstairs hallway after completing a successful sad jump on your balcony. Finally, some peace and quiet. Hopefully you'll find some respite from all the cyberbullying and teen drama you've had to deal with lately. It's been a while since you were home. You're immediately reminded of simpler times, when it was just you and your dad. You could always smell something baking in the oven. Actually, thinking about those days is just making you more emotional. Maybe coming home was a bad idea. Jane, reminisce. Here's this familiar douchebag again. A hallway fixture, ever since Dad stopped pretending to like detectives and sitcom guys for your sake. Your dad loved this douchebag, whoever he is. This guy's probably the closest thing you have left to a father, now that your dad is most likely dead. You consider going to his bedroom, but you decide against it. The ties and hats strewn about, the melange of aftershave and cologne, the childhood photos he keeps of you. No, those reminders could only lead to another mental breakdown. You'll never forget the first breakdown you had when you snuck into his room. You found an unwrapped present before your birthday. It was a box of Gushers, and you were stunned to realize that awful gooey snack was manufactured by the very same company you were due to inherit. As everything you thought you knew came crashing down around you, that day you swore the moment you ascended to the throne of the BC Corp Empire, you would issue an immediate global recall of the foul product and discontinue it forever. You often joked that the snacks were so nasty. It was almost like they were filled with multicolored slime harvested from plump extraterrestrial larvae. When you told your dad about your plans for the product, you both had a good laugh. You've got to stop remembering things about your father. It's just way too sad. Jane, solicit profound wisdom from Hallway Sarah. The characteristically tight-lipped Hallway Sarah, unsurprisingly, has no advice for you regarding the tragic loss of a family member. You could always relate to the role he played as George Michael, the dorky child of a single doting father, but unlike you, George Michael was always surrounded by an extended family and their hilarious antics. And he would never know the tragedy of losing everyone he ever loved. You suddenly resent George Michael and the Hallway Sarah altogether for the happy ending he was allowed to have with his father, which you will never get to experience. In fact, you think you're starting to hate the Hallway Sarah. Someone needs to wipe that smug look off his face. Jane, give Sarah Beagle Puss. Hoo 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 hoo. You guess it's kind of funny? No, it's not funny at all. It is depressing. You're depressing yourself now. Your prankster's gambit goes into a tailspin and hits rock bottom. You've never felt so sad and unfunny in your entire life. You begin to cry again. The Hallway Sarah glares in judgment at your weakness through his unfunny puss. Jane, enter room. You return to your room. Hey, there's your old Unreal Era's Thoughtwave Tiara top. You haven't used that thing in ages. It's probably for the best that you stopped. You're pretty sure it was doing funny things to your head. Maybe you shouldn't have come here either. All you see is more stuff to remind you why you're feeling down, super down about everything. Jane, examine wall Tobias. Like this. Jake sent you the Periwinkle Heartthrob pinup back when you were still able to think about him without feeling horrible about yourself. Those are the days. It's funny how looking at a thoughtful gift, which once brought you such delight, now only precipitates feelings of bitterness. Even the innocent Mr. Funk is caught in the crossfire of your lamentations. How could Tobias be so clueless? How could he not see the pain he was causing with his oblivious demeanor? His repressed feelings of attraction toward men, and his total inability to understand other people's feelings in spite of his credentials as an anal rapist? Of course, on the TV show, his buffooneries resulted in laughs galore, but if that was in real life, you don't think there would be anything funny about the situation. In reality, Tobias and his family would probably never stop being sad. You think you're starting to hate the wall Tobias, too. Jane, examine Wall Swanson. On the other hand, your Wall Swanson is still beyond reproach, and Mr. Swanson continues to be the perfect man. You know for a fact he wouldn't put up with any of Jake's bullshit. You consider doing the thing where you kiss the poster, but you're feeling way too depressed for that sort of frivolous flapdoodle. And wouldn't you know it, just the guy you wanted to hear from. This ought to be good. Jane, answer. Jane, are you there? I wouldn't blame you for not answering since I was such a shitty bore to you last time. I just wanted to formally say happy birthday. I also wanted to pass along a birthday present. I doubt it'll make up for all the ways I've hurt your feelings, but maybe it will be a start. It's some fancy juju thingamabob that Calliope's bro gave to me. He specifically gave it to me to make me better so I could get stronger and punch him in the snout someday or something. I don't know about that. I don't think I care about becoming a great hero and challenging a weird grumpy alien all that much. Not nearly as much as my friendship with you. So I guess I want you to have it instead. Just take the code to make it. The code is Ouroboros. No, wait, that's way too long. Ouroboros? How many letters are code supposed to have? Fuck. Broborobut. Ouroboros. No, wait. Brobo something. Wait, no, there was definitely some little U's in it. Ah, shit. I really should have copied it down before I closed the chat window. Oro Bourbon. Burborubros. Ah, those aren't even close. Hang on, let me think. Gutsy Gumshoe ceased being bothered by Golgotha's terror. Oof. You closed the chat window without a word. You cannot believe that guy trying to regift you a present from that asshole of all people. You don't want anything from that horrible creep. You don't care how magic it is. He can take his stupid juju and shove it up his patoot. Sorry, Tobias, but Jane has decided that you represent Jake for the purpose of this angry outburst. Oh no. Oh no, this conversation is going to make you even sadder, isn't it? Jane, answer, you guess. Happy birthday, Jane. Forgive me for submitting this letter and logging off right away, but I'm breaking with our usual linear dialogue, and I'd rather not tempt either of us to trade calls or spoilers. I wanted to give you a present. Something told me you could use a pick-me-up about now. I am sending you the code for my juju. It may not be easy for a human to understand, but jujus are very special to my people. So when I give you this gift, it is indicative of how much your friendship has meant to me. Jane. It has some magical properties, but nothing too fancy on its own. I hope it will bring a smile to your face nevertheless. But if you want to know the truth, it will become infinitely more useful if it is combined with my brother's juju. Perhaps when we begin playing our game, I will be able to convince him to relinquish his. One of these days, he'll understand working with others is going to be necessary if he wants to accomplish anything. I am so looking forward to my session and catching up to where you are. I can only imagine the kind of adventures you must have been through already. I can't help but think of we've been feverishly trading notes on our respective quests since you entered now. Since you entered, no? Maybe you are even tired of hearing from me by now. Apologies, both retroactively in advance for talking your lovely human ear off, but I just know I won't be able to contain my excitement. Anyway, the code for my juju is Ouroboros. Ta. You were right. This conversation made you so sad. So sad. Girl. You there. Girl. Obey, submit, comply. Puff. Roxy pestered Jane. Jane's forever. Take deepest Jane yelling breath. Jane! Gee, you're right. Like there is any chance you'll answer me. With today being International Everybody Ignore Roxy Day, sigh. Like, doing literally the Frenchest of possible sighs over here. That's wearing a lopsided beret in the city of goddamn light, falling in fucking love. Such is my sigh. I am packing totes ennui, Janie. Or should I say, ennui? Wait, ennui is probably already a French word. Not sure that one needs more Frenching up. I should know this because my last name is French or something. Even though I'm pretty sure my mom did not hail from France. I don't care. Who even cares? Heh, fuck you. A certain language. Yeah. So the report is that I already said to some chumps I'm getting max fatigued repeating it. I'm on Durst. We need to be god tiers and die on slabs and junk. Plus, I'm invisible because of Ring. Whatever. Oh, I think your dad's here, and he's probably okay, so there's that. Oh, I saw Callie too. She's okay. Well, I mean, she's dead, but in ghost form. So she's as okay as one can be while also being dead, which is apparently just fine. So the lesson of the moral is you can be fine and dead at the same time. Jane, let us now reflect upon the weighty existential ramifications of that thing I said. Yes, just just me and my bestie, ballin' hecka reveries today. The biggest questions, which ever tormented the wisest scholars and pundits from mad epochs, just got so rufflelariously owned. Hey Callie, Hey, Callie also says she would send you a B-Day thing. Did you get? She must have sent a code, which you have to make yourself. So maybe you're doing that now? Hope you're doing that. I'm really curious to know what it is suddenly. Man, I'm so bored. Like, we got all this big deal crap to do and I can't even talk to no one. Jane, ambiguous voidy powers notwithstanding, I'm starting to think I might be genetically predisposed to rambling at length into empty chat clients. Well, hit me up if you see this. Maybe I'll try to text Fafetta. My dear precious Fafetta. I know she would never ignore me. Swoon and heart at Fafetta, and thus making Crocker so jellies. Yo, don't fuck with my heiress. Girl got royal business purposes to attend. Do not even think I don't know you out of jail, bitch. You take a flip through my secret jam yet? The sparkle shit I left with you with the dance clowns on it? Oh no, is the witch? Jane, alchemize Calliope's juju. Huh. No point standing around sobbing while getting brainwashed by your computer. You decide to make yourself useful and see what all this juju fuss is about. You got a green sucker at the cost of -1 unit of zillium, which you guess means you gain 1 unit of zillium in addition to the sucker. Okay. Jane, alchemize Caliborn's juju. You aren't a big fan of that guy, but since they're supposedly to do something special together, you figure what the hell. You easily deduce the code Jake was trying to remember. It's Ouroboros. Come on, Jake, use your head. Haven't you ever heard of the mythical snake biting its own tail? You worry about that kid sometimes. Anyway, obviously the code for this juju was going to be the same as Calliope's, but written in the reverse case to match his quirk. Once again, your gumshoeing skills pay huge dividends. You got a red sucker. This one, unsurprisingly, yields another unit of zillium. Jane, examine the jujus. Yes, suckers. What's so magical about these things? You guess you're supposed to lick them, but what magic thing could possibly happen if you lick these? And what's so special about having both of them? Jujus are so mysterious. Wait, they seem to be attracted to each other. Like magnets? Ooh, very strong magnets. Suckers? The jujus snap together to form a single spiral sucker. The urge to lick it is suddenly incredibly overwhelming. It looks so delicious. You're presumably being compelled to lick the sucker by some powerful juju enchantment, but it's making you nervous. You have to resist this. Must not lick the juju. Oh God. Everyone, be prepared for so much annoying noise. Jane, engage. Oh God. We have engaged Trickster mode. Previously, Trickster mode was a goofy Easter egg where John could turn into a similar candy monstrosity. Or John could become Dave in that one flash. But now, it's off the chain. Trickster mode has been unleashed. Jane, blast off. End of Act 6. Act 5. Act 1. Oh God. Dear Lord, no. Act 6. Act 5. Act 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh boy! Christ. Okay, so Gamzee thinks it's the dumbest shit ever, but Caliborn's like, holy fuck, this is what we wanted. Oh boy! Jake! 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 Jane, is that you? Hi, Jake! Whee! Jake, it's me, Jane. Hey, Jake, you know what? I love you. Isn't that great? Jane, what the hell happened to you? I always did love you, but I was too afraid to say so. But now I'm not. Yippee! What? Really? Oh, yes. I was so sad before, but now I'm happy. Woohoo! You love me too, right, Jake? Hey, Jake, let's kiss. Jane, let's kiss a whole lot and get married, and then let's have babies. You want to have babies with me, don't you, Jake? Jane, you're frightening me. What? There's no to be scared, you silly goose, because I'm happy and in love with you. Can't you see? No, Jane, you're seriously scaring the shit out of me. You seem unwell. Are you sure you're all right? Am I all right? Jake, I'm more than all right. I feel so great. I feel so alive. I feel so Caucasian. Oh God. Okay, a little bit of context here. So, this panel eventually got removed. If you look up this page on the website, actually, you know what? I think I'll do that right now. I think that's a thing I can do. Oh darn. It currently says instead, I feel so peachy, and it has a list of all of the fruits. Grape, apple, orange, lime, lemon, peach, and then regular person. There was some controversy about this page because it dealt with race, so Tumblr lost its shit. There were certain people who were angry because they thought it canonized the kids as not possibly ever being black because now they're white. And then, of course, there was a whole other set of people who were furious that this frivolity and stupidity was being depicted as what being white is like. Personally, I think it's kind of poignant that this sort of power fantasy, this sort of wish is being aligned with whiteness. So I put it back in. Also, I do like the idea. I find it very funny that, like, the word Caucasian is being used to generate so much dread. Who knows? Maybe I'm wading fuck deep into the middle of an internet battle that happened 11 years ago, but I don't care. No! Wield the mouse! Deploy the Crocker! Hunky-dory! Success! Dear Lord. We appear to have knocked Jake's eyes and glasses off. No! Yes! Help Jane investigate! Dancing animation too strange and vaguely unsettling to display at full size. Clue count number 1, you found a clue! The plot thickens! Another one, you're hot on the trail now. Keep sleuthing! This is it, the caper of the century. Eureka! The clue pile doesn't stop from getting taller. You're almost there. You'll crack this case yet. Deadass! No, you mustn't be distracted by gyrating bottoms. Onward to more clues. These aren't really clues and don't really actually mean anything. Engage trickster mode. Hello, Jake. Whee! Yay! Jane! Hey, Jane! Yes, Jake? Jane, take my hand and fly away with me. Okay, Jake. Jake, where are we going? Why, of course, to adventure! Of course! Oh, Jane. Yes, Jake? I was thinking about what you said, about how you would love and want to, you love me and want to marry me? Yes, what about that? Let's do it. Let's do romance with each other. You really want to? Yes! The kind where we kiss and such? Indubitably. If I had my druthers, we'd get hitched here and now. Oh yes, I would absolutely love it if we got married and kissed a lot. Also, I believe you mentioned something about babies? Yes, babies. I think you're right. We should have so many babies together, Jane. How many babies, Jake? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a zillion? Yeah! It will involve having sexual relations together. I should hope so. We should commence such activities post-haste, but not before an adventure. Are you coming, Mr. Aerosol? Fuck no. Oh, yes, you are. Hop in, buddy. Fuck you. Fuck my life. Fuck literally everything. Fuck. Off-stairs they go. Roxy! Roxy! Come on out wherever you are. We have candy. Do you like candy? Don't be silly, Jane. Of course she likes candy. Whoo, you're right. Everyone loves candy. Roxy, what's the matter? Don't be shy. There's no reason to be shy. Look how happy we are. Oh, yes, it's so true. It turns out we solved all our personal problems forever, and now we're in love. We're going to be married and have many children. Yes, would you like to come to our wedding? You can be the bridesmaid. Yeah, or heck, maybe even just another bride. But Jake, there's supposed to only be one bride, and that'll be me. That's true, Jane. But what if it would make Roxy happy to marry me as well? Wow, you're right, shucks. I didn't think of that. You're so sweet and thoughtful, Jake. Thanks, Jane. I was thinking about what you said about how I'm too self-centered, so I thought I'd try being a better person. There's plenty of me for everyone to marry. You're darn tootin', Jake. Now that I think about it, it'd be so much fun to let Roxy be the co-bride. Indeed. And for all we know, Roxy may want to have babies with me as well. Yeah. But only as long as I get to have some babies first. I call dibs, remember? Absolutely. Absolutely, my darling Jane. Oh, dear God. Jane, I think Roxy is playing hide-and-seek with us. Jake, I think you're right. Oh boy, this should be a blast. You there, the man in the tall rumpled hat. Have you seen our friend Roxy? What's the matter, little fella? Cat got your tongue? Yoo-hoo! Roll all. Ole oxen free. Wherever has my Biffsy gotten off to? Shit. Jake, I think I know what the trouble might be. What's that, Jane? Roxy's still embarrassed about that one time she couldn't kiss me. She is? Roxy, did you hear me? You think I didn't know about that, but I actually did know about it. Dirk told me about it once. It was a secret, but it's perfectly fine. There's no need to be unhappy at all. I'll let you kiss me right now to make up for it. That way, you can overcome your personal problems and everything will be wonderful. Oh yes, let's all overcome our personal problems and grow together as better human beings. How does that sound, Roxy? Doesn't that sound great? Come here and give me a big, happy smooch. Oh my God, I can't wait for this to happen. Tipsy Nostalgic began pestering her imperious condescension. Batterwitch, please help. My friends are completely insane. Can you throw me back in jail? Girl, you made your cocoon. Deal with it. She's around here somewhere, Jane. I can feel it. Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo. You stupid shits. That's not how that game works. Oh no. He summoned a what pumpkin? Marco. Polo. I'm so boned. Bomb. Oh no, Roxy is dancing outside the canvas area. Help Jane tug her back onto stage. dear Lord. How many times are they gonna make me do this? Literally 100 tugs? Alright, fine. More than 100 tugs? There we go, 110. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. So when Callie drew this, she was having a vision. It's not, it's... Oh boy, okay. Dear Lord. Stern, fatherly disapproval. Jake, thanks for bumping with that pumpkin. I was being such a square. My pleasure, Roxy. This is so much better though. I'm max overjoyed about stuff. Hip hop hooray! Jane, you're right. Kissing you should be super cathartic and make up for all my past mistakes. Feeling bad about myself. Overcoming personal problems rules. Roxy and Jane, this is so capital. That we are together like this and happy. I agree so much, Jake. But the fun hardly seems complete without Dirk. Oh, golly, you're right. Let's go see him straight away. Whoa, hey, hold up, you gals. Before we go see Dirk and get triple married plus babies or whatever, I want to make a pit stop. A pit stop, Rox? Yeah. We got to get Fafetta in on this shit. Nobody ever considers poor dear sweet Fafetta. Oh no, you're spot on, Roxy. Let's go get Fafetta and make this party that much sweeter. Damn straight. Hey, who wants to get wasted? Ooh, me. I do. Whee! I heard booze. What was I ever thinking about giving it up? Yes, all the important thing is that we learn from them and then solve our personal problems by facing them head on. LMAO. Yeah. Can you please just leave me here to die? Not a chance, wise guy. You're the life of the party. This is it. This is my punishment for doing evil, terrible things when I used to be living people. I guess I deserve this. And yet, nobody deserves this. Nobody. Dear Lord. So, hey there, unholy combination of the Peta and Feferi. How have you been? Wow, that was a dumb question, I'm sorry. This is pretty awkward, isn't it? What was that? Fuck. I can't hear a goddamn thing with these flippin' idiots doing their candy giggle rampage. I can barely even hear my own words over this thrilled din of hideous pink. Don't ask me why I think it sounds pink, it just does. Anyway, I guess I've been one to say, part of me is sorry for killing part of you. I mean, that not as the part of me that used to be your mate spirit, because obviously that part wasn't responsible for that scurrilous shit. But the part of me that used to be more real with a part of you, and wherein the Peta is just kind of weirdly unrelated by thin in this whole mess. So, I guess the whole me is sorry to the Peta for having to put up with this city love triangle fallout. This is absolutely the shittiest apology a situation I can even fucking fathom. Can't even get some legitimate feelings of remorse off my chest, because the chest has contradictory feelings of two people, and the recipient is the amalgamation of the wronged party and someone who cannot give a bloody shitting fuck about any of this. Never mind this reconciliation. It's been an absolute disaster. Can we at least come to terms on sound policy of fuck empty? Because all I'm saying is basically just fuck that guy. Oh boy. Dirk! Oh god. Son of a fuck. Wait, is anything different about us, Dirk? I think so. Did you decide to forfeit anything resembling dignity for the rest of your lives, along with the hope of accomplishing anything constructive ever again? No, you silly goof. The difference is that we solved all our personal problems. Roxy, are you drunk? I mean, in addition to being high on something and magically insane. The only thing I'm drunk on is good feelings, dude, facing all my problems instead of run away. Plus also, maybe a little alcohol? But that is Solved all your problems? Yeah, you guys look like you're in great shape. It's so true! You should try it. Try what? Solving your pros. Those are what I'm gonna call problems now. Fuck off. My problems are fine. Watch, I'll go first. Dirk, did you know I got this huge friggin' crush on you? Yes. Oh my god, it's so good to get that off my chest. We should get married, Dirk. You wanna marry me? No. But we're all getting married. Everyone's doing this. Jane, Jake, me all getting way fucking betrothed up in here. Not to mention some babs in the works, implying that sex happens. Roxy, even if blurting out random-ass confessions in any way constituted solving personal problems, it's not like that was ever a secret. I always knew you liked me. You told me practically every fucking day. Okay, yes, that is true enough. But I never said let's get married and have some bobbies, did I? No, you actually suggested that too quite a number of times. Oh, I did? Well, this time I got a wedding ring. Come here, Strad. Push this fucker on. No. Come on, Drick. Just pop it on. You'd be helping me solve my personal problem. Stop it. Yours too. Don't you want dumb pros to get the fuck out? This won't solve my problems. You're all fucking morons. No, dirt donk, you see? We're happy now. Bye-bye, challenging interpersonal issues forever. You're not happy, you're demented. And how exactly does it solve any of your problems getting all candied up to go flushing however many months of sobriety down the toilet? Because, do not chance to subject, Striderk. You got to kiss me while I was dead. That wasn't fair. Help me rectify this problem of mine, wherein I have no recollection of our sweet snog. No way. Dersh, ring now. Brink makeouts. Get away from me. I have a sword, you know. Screw your manime sword. Marry me and have my boybies. I'll use it, I swear. It's sharp, and it's awesome, and it's a sword. Shush your mouth and make beautiful love to your future wife. I'm too fucking cool for this. Mr. Bro, listen to my advice. I think you should go for it. This is coming not only from your mystical guide, not only from an alternate version of yourself, but from a dude with a fucking spectacular body. We both know you're never going to be happy under ordinary circumstances. You just do not have the right kind of ThinkPad to sustain that emotion. Look at me. I need to merge a sweaty guy who loves horses in order to be... I needed to merge a sweaty guy who loves horses in order to be happy. I feel like it should be merged with. Gosh damned horses, Dirk. I think about them all the time while I flex and it makes me smile. It seems that similarly extreme measures will be needed for you as well. Whatever. Oh god. Kiss. Yeah, dog! You there, small servant with the umbrella. Fetch me a towel at once. Engage trickster mode. Help Dirk escape to the side. Hell no. Fuck this. If you think for one single solitary fucking second that I'm not about to press the right directional key on my keyboard 1,111 times, you're so fucking wrong. I don't even know how to explain how wrong you are. But, yeah. Basically, so what I think, so like, there's gonna be a whole monologue in a minute about how, like, trickster mode is stupid, and about how, like, this is a dumb way to write a story, and anyone who wrote fanfic like this was a fucking dirtbag shit-ass moron who poops their diapers and shouldn't be writing it, basically. And I mean, like, go fuck yourself, let people write what they want. I don't think, like, a monologue lecture is gonna, like, change anyone's thought on the matter. People like slice-of-life storytelling, even if it might not be the most compelling, cathartic, or maybe not emotionally satisfying, but, like, philosophically satisfying thing in the world. Oh, Jesus Christ. But ultimately, what Trickster Mode represents, in my mind, more so than anything, is the fulfillment of everyone's wants over their needs. You know, like, everyone immediately starts doing whatever they want instead of thinking strategically or doing anything that they need to do. Which sounds super fun, and I mean, like, hey, it is. I'm a fan of a Dionysial Bacchanal every once in a while, but sometimes you just gotta fucking bear down and get shit done, you know what I mean? But anyway, the thing that really clicked that for me in my mind was Roxy's, like, because Roxy immediately goes for the booze. She doesn't want, I mean, like, because she is an addict, she desperately wants to drink. Even though it will bring her life nothing but suffering and pain. And it's really bad for her. But it's what she wants. And, you know, doing what you want doesn't always necessarily solve all of your personal problems. And I think that's what's more important than anything. But yeah, you know, Jane immediately goes to Jake and confesses her affection, and then they go find Roxy, and she's like, let's get drunk immediately. And then they go to Dirk, and Dirk's, at this point, Dirk is so low and desperate that, like, he's willing to give it a shot. But as you can see, it's kind of not working out for anyone, really. Success. Play again, no, or fuck no. Jesus Christ. Yay! Whoopee! Yeehaw! Ugh. Come on, Dirk. Dance for us. Oh, yes, Jack, please do a dance. No. Dirk, don't be a prude. Stop being such a silly tight ass and cut that rug. Yeah, Dirk, do the robot. No. Yeah, Dirk. Let's see you pope and lock. No. Dirk, do the mashed potato. No, I want to see some cabbage patches. Do a cabbage patch, Dark. Absolutely not. Dude, this is heavily ridiculous. Your brain is so impenetrable, not even this asshole candy magic can lighten you up. I'm so motherfussing amused by this. Shut up. No, Dirk, he's right. Just give in to feeling good and dropping probs. I'm afraid he can't. Hypersugar, Roxy. His mind is as dense as my muscles are strong. By the way, would you like to feel my muscles, Roxy? Oh, yes, Plux. God damn it, why did I listen to you? Nothing's changed. You may have merged with the sweaty horse guy, but you still sabotage me every chance you get. What's worse is you still actually believe you're helping me. What a crock of shit. Oh, don't be so mean to him, Dirk. Your muscle sprit is fun and cool. Oh my god, you should feel his muscles, Dirk. Ooh, he's so ripped. Le swoon. You heard the woman, Dirk. Quit, stallion. Trot over here and touch my goof-darned muscles. For the last time. I'm not touching your stupid muscles. And Roxy, just so you know, if you hook up with my douche of a sprite, I'm gonna be hella pissed. Dag, these muscles are hard as heck. Jane, you want on this action? Yes, I surely do. Oh, these really are wonderful muscles. Jake, you must simply feel this muscles. Bob Howdy, think your doppel who should freaking cut. He's truly a man's man. Dirk, it seems my muscles are a hit. Are you absolutely sure you won't feast your hands on this grade A beef? Please. Someone. Make it stop. Hey, I know. If Dirk wants to keep being a drag, then maybe Shades McMuscle Sprites wants to quadruple marry us instead. There's an idea. Oh, hey, ladies. Let us not be hasty in excluding Dirk from our happy marital plans. Dirk, I have been wanting to say that before I solved all my problems. I was feeling so bad about things with you. But now that I'm happy, I have the answer on how to make everyone happy. You, me, and Roxy, and of course Jane, who is in love with me just like you. So I found out the best way to resolve romantic conflict is for everybody to marry each other. What you say, pal? Wanna get married to me? Jake, I'm not marrying shit. And frankly, you've got some nerve floating down here, babbling about marriage with that shit-eating grin and that dumb little pumpkin on your head. After the way you ditched me and ignored all my messages, you know what? If you didn't like me anymore and wanted to stop hanging out, then fine. I could handle that. But to just completely shut me out like I didn't even deserve an explanation, that's just cowardly. Why couldn't you just man up and talk to me? You act like I don't have feelings, like I'm some kind of robot. Well, you're wrong. I do. And I'm using those feelings by starting to feel like you're actually kind of an asshole. So whatever you were afraid to tell me before your fucking sugar high, don't worry about it. I'll save you the trouble. It's over, Jake. Excuse me there. Unsavory concoction of royalty and peasantry. Come grope my humongous biceps. No bloody way. Do it. Equieth, why are you acting like such a bolt-sniffing toolbox? What the hell happened to you? And why are you wearing that guy? Lame glasses. Take those off, even you had more style than that. All right, no takers there, I see. Only a pair of grotesque Philistines blustering through the same coarse ignorance tunnel. What about you, Miss Unpalatable Combination of a Fairy and... Oh, no. What? Dirk, help me. I'm having a problem. What? A part of me is having a very strong emotional reaction which I don't like. It's a part of myself I'm ashamed of. What part? The troll part. It did something shameful once. I do not find such emotions to be an acceptable features of my new existence. How can I make this feeling go away? Dirk, I command you to instruct me how to eliminate these emotions. Can't help you, bro. This is what you asked for. You said you were scared to not exist. Well, this is what it's like to keep on existing. Better figure out how to deal with it. No, this is awful. I don't know what to do. With all my astounding strength, both muscular and cerebral, how can I be stymied so? Dying was better than having to live with a shame which was ironically caused by the very death in question. Equieth, what the fuck are you talking about? You sea-dwelling mustard blood. Half of me commands the peasant half of you to resolve my emotional turmoil while humbly requesting the noble half of you do the same. The other half of me doesn't give a flying hoot about your lame caste bullshit, and is just kind of freaking out internally about all this. Wow, the hack, you might actually be more of a meth than me, and I'm fucking impressed. But yeah, talking it out when you got aimed, the reconciliation helped me, and the fairy side of this abomination had a nice talk earlier, sort of. Say what you gotta say, just don't mess with the fairy parts too much, okay, man? She's very dear to me. I mean both parts of me. Got it? Yeah, right. I must speak to her. Nepeta, I swore that I would protect you, but I failed. In a moment of weakness, my reverence for a superior got the better of me, and instead of standing up for you, I decided to bow before a stupid fucking juggalo or something. What? Wait, I actually did that? What the fresh knickering hell is wrong with me? I'm not a perfect man, Nepeta, nor am I perfect, as you might say. What the fudge, a cat pun? Let's pull our shit together, dude. This emotional state's mad abysmal. But in any case, I hope you can find within your kind olive pump biscuit to forgive. No! Gosh dang it! I don't wish to be forgiven. What am I saying? The shit I pulled on you was so bad I just can't even. Hey, can you maybe wrap this psychotic apology? Wrap up this psychotic apology, you wretched freak. Wow, you're actually making me look like a model of mental health. Anyway, you're confusing the fairy side of her with your weird emotional baggage. Allow me to finish, Sir/Peon. Fairy, try not to listen to anything he says. You've had enough heartaches to endure without lumping in Nepeta's twisted relationship with this horse-kissing muscle fuck. Nepeta, you will disregard any conversation directed at Fairy and focus solely on my attempted statements of contrition. And what right do you have to order Nepeta to do anything, let alone listen to your conflicted whining? Fef, can you believe this guy? Do not address Fairy while I'm talking to Nepeta. It's confusing to Nepeta, who is critical in absolving me of guilt, even though I probably don't deserve it. Fuck your absolution. I take back my advice. Stop talking to Nepeta and leave Fairy alone. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. I'm doing your dumbass yes, no shit. Then leave us, for I and my Moira will have much to discuss. No, you flippin' don't. This conversation's over. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No, this has to stop. Can't you see we're tearing Fafetta apart? Fafetta Splode. Dear, sweet, precious Fafetta Splode. Honk. Honk, honk. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh boy, it's time for a very trickster mode Christmas. Tricksters, alchemize. You round up an assortment of ordinary household weaponry and begin to recreate a series of legendary weapons from the 7 continents of a magical kingdom from cherubim folklore. The name of the kingdom is a well-guarded secret, traded only by the cunning ninny wizards and hushed giggles. If you beheld this kingdom, if you even knew its name, you would understand stupidity no human ever has. For it is said that any mortal who listens to its melodious, perfectly absurd syllables will achieve instantaneous dumblightenment. Each legendary weapon is named after the continent it was created in, but no one in the kingdom knows which name belongs to which continent. Not even the wizards. The subjects frequently asked each other which continent they're on, and as such, every conversation tends to sound like an Abbott and Costello routine. Some have even speculated that the vaudevillian comedy duo are the kingdom's mirthful messiahs, but that is matter of heated debate among the Federation of Baloney Scholars. Okay. Behold, the Warhammer of Zillihu. There she is, forged in fire by the smiths of Pimplemop, commissioned by the sage lord of Wazenjay Fiefdom, in the realm of the snargly Fruzmigbubbins. You have made the Warhammer of Zillihu. Plucked from the revered utensil drawer of none other than the chieftain of the Triffletoot clan himself, polished to a gleam in his loincloth by his devoted Epicadarian butter squire, behold, the battle spork of Zilliwood. Each was crafted by the senior-most artillery hermit of the hallowed Shundermoist caves, to be mounted in times of peace upon the royal Burble monk's personal placard of Dwib, lo, the flintlocks of Zillihow. Swashed from the buckles of the rough-and-tumble, belly-japed seamen, and offered atop the kingdom's last-known wildly occurring fluffy dimple pillow, to the resplendent first rumby-lumple whiffig of the horse administration, I give you the cutlass of Zillyware. Cast from the most priceless spippy-clink ores mined from the famous whopping volcanoes, owned and curated by the distinguished Maximilian Hot Pocket Puckershuttle Jr., and then packed to the brim with the hilarious traveling Grief Miser's explosive wiffle pork snuff, ta-da! It is the blunderbuss of Zilly Y. A real hard sword for a real hard dude. It was said to be forged by a Japanese master over the heat of a roaring mango fire. It was cooled in the enchanted spring where virgin horses bathe. And, well, yeah, this is still just Dirk's regular sword. Flippity dippity doobup up. Shrubber, double, floppy, mumble, scurry, noodle, scoop, pizza bubble, mip, 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 mip. Check it out, the Thistles of Zillywitch. We also create Zillywave and Zahu. For good measure, you decide to make Zillywave and Zahu, just to be on the safe side. Someday you'll look back on this decision and say, thank God I did that. What next? Are you... Oh, do a fancy Santa. Are you sure that's really a good idea? A fancy Santa is already such a piece of shit. Maybe let's try not to get carried away with making shitty things even shittier than they need to be. Okay, you make a Zilly Santa. You guess that's fine, as long as you only make one. Yo, fuck, you make a bunch of Zilly Santas. Oh, kids, I think it's time we move this along, don't you? Hello? Fucking teens. God damn it. We're just gonna zoom in forever on that Santa nose, aren't we? Okay, we're fucking done here. You return to the safety of Act 6, Act 5, Act 1. You finally slip out of a fabled peach-birthed trance to the joke bollocks, and cease quaking in the food sandwich throes of the goof jesters' tongues, stubborn though they were. Let us never speak of Act 6, Act 5, Act 2, ever again. What the fuck? Just, what? What? No! Please don't type in the narrative prompt. You can't fucking do that! Do what? Go backwards? This isn't backwards, stupid. It's forwards. After all the trickster shit happened. No, I mean backwards by an act. Or I guess an act. Ugh, I hate the things I'm forced to say and acknowledge as real. Because of you. I can go back all the acts I want. The acts are kind of meaningless anyway. Besides, Trickster Mode was getting fucking obnoxious. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. No. Yes.
No! Let's not do the aqueous yes-no thing, okay? It was great! It was the best thing I ever unlocked! From your bullshit monitors! Don't erase the only awesome thing I ever saw these assholes do aside from dying! What are you talking about? I didn't erase it. It was still a thing that happened. Do you really think I have the power to make something unhappen? I would have to be a wizard to do that, and as we both know perfectly well, magic is fake as shit. I want to see more candy antics, you awful fuck! Send me back forward to the next act. No way. And incidentally, I didn't authorize you to send that lollipop. Oh, what? You don't approve of my juju? Approve of kids doing something kind of like drugs and making dumb plans to get quadruple married and have babies? No, I don't approve of that. Besides, that's no way to make progress. You don't just give the heroes some cheap game-breaking candy, let them blast through the whole adventure and all their personal issues. That's some Deus Ex Machina shit you were trying to pull. Yeah, right, more like Delicious Ex Machina. Lame. Go back. No. I mean back forward. No. Go back forward to act, whatever. No. I want to see them finish their candy romp. Nope. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. You piece of shit. Fuck you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no, not this again.
Stop making the thing go backwards.
Why did Gamesy have to give you that crowbar? Oh, I should have killed him a long time ago. Fucking clowns.
This atrocious garbage you're making me watch is never ending enough. Without making me go backwards through acts. You're literally the most incompetent asshole at this, whatever this is, who ever fucking lived.
Put the crowbar down.
No!
Good grief, poor Jane.
Stop horsing around and tell me how to get on with my god-awful quest already.
Okay, fine. The spoiled baby gets his bottle yet again. Just please, put that thing down. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go.
Fine. Now what?
Caliborn, first, let me explain something to you. I guess it falls on me to teach you these life lessons because as unpleasant as the idea is for both of us, I'm the closest thing as you'll ever gonna have to a father. You see, teenagers are sensitive and beautiful creatures. Well, not you, you're repulsive, but most teenagers, I mean. You can't just force them to settle all their issues with insane psychotropic game power-ups. They have to face all these issues themselves, or they will never learn and grow as people.
Who cares?
Well, you don't, but human beings do. The journey itself is more important than the destination. The struggle is what builds character and teaches us about ourselves and about life.
Bullshit, I did them all a favor by giving them my juju. They were going nowhere and being stupid, and doing literally nothing whatsoever, except for wallowing in grotesque emotions. Look how much great stuff they can get done because of me.
Okay, prepare for monologue. Of course you think you were doing them a favor. You're an alien. So is your sister. She thought the juju would be a great boon for them as well, but she was also wrong. See, you cherubs are predisposed to love all this trickster crap. All that goofy, squeaky, candy-coated nonsense is a critical part of your people's mythos. That sugarized zilly junk sort of embodies an unified field of absolute platonic ideals to the cherubim. So when you see expressions of it in reality, of course you're gonna go apeshit. But that kind of stuff is freakish and disturbing to humans. They aren't our ideals.
What?
Furthermore, you could only be seen as a boon from an asocial species. You never have to deal with other people. So if you lick a magic lollipop that flips a switch in your brain that says all my problems are solved, I guess maybe that's fine for cherubs, but if you're a human, you haven't actually solved anything. By the same logic, it's not much of a boon to a human's physical journey either. Using an item that lets them start maniacally powering from point A to point B isn't doing them any favors.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like when Mario gets the star. You know when Mario gets the star?
Who the fuck is Mario?
He's a small Italian plumber who goes on sideways adventures. He jumps on stuff and bops bricks with his head to save a princess.
What's Italian? What's a plumber?
Never mind what Italian is. It's kind of just a guy on Earth, and a plumber is a guy who fixes load gapers.
What's a load gaper?
Shut up. Anyway, sometimes when Mario's running sideways, he gets a star. That makes him magic and invincible.
Oh, you mean he becomes Trickster Mario?
Yes, but way less stupid. So, for a while, he becomes flashy and hyperactive, and nothing's challenging anymore. He just starts barreling over mushrooms and leaping over pits as fast as he can, then gets to the end and jumps on the flagpole. And that's it. Mario wins. But the point is, he didn't actually win. That magic star was actually devastating to his development as a human being.
Why?
Because he skipped over many critical trials in his spiritual journey. Mario needs to stomp all those mushrooms. He needs to bonk those bricks with his head. For the sake of his personal growth, by using the star, he's denying himself many powerful moments of catharsis.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Mario isn't the best example. Like, I'm not sure if Mario really even has a soul. He's just kind of a one-dimensional friendly cartoon plumber. So maybe this stuff doesn't quite apply to him. But there aren't one-dimensional plumbers we're talking about. But these aren't one-dimensional plumbers we're talking about here. These are teens. And as we all know, teens have big feelings. I can't take any more of this. The discourse with you has been even more grating and unpalatable than usual. You said you'd help me speed up my quest, but all you did was trick me into hearing another conversation, in which you indulge yourself to an extent which I cannot even believe. I'm going to hit this thing with my crowbar again. No, don't! Jane's still nursing a wicked hangover, you ass! Then be useful to me. Okay. I'll save this one for later. I just wanted to get to that monologue. I felt like that was really important.